I love spring in South Carolina. We have some of the most beautiful weather. The trees are blooming, everything is turning green, but the pollen, well, that's also raining down like a dust storm. And for so many families, that yellow dust doesn't just coat the cars, the outdoor furniture, and the sidewalks. It completely takes over daily life. While some kids are outside running barefoot and playing until dark, your child is stuck inside with red, itchy eyes, constant sneezing, and a nose that's running like a faucet. You've done all the right things. You've tried allergy medications and air filters, and you keep the window shut. Pollen counts you're checking daily. You've planned your days around avoiding the worst of it. And still every spring, you end up right back here. Now at some point, the question creeps in. Well, why does my child struggle so much when everyone else seems to handle it just fine? Now most people are told the problem is pollen, that it's genetic, that spring is simply something that your child has to survive instead of enjoying. But that explanation misses something huge. And for so many kids, seasonal allergies aren't just about what's in the air, they're actually about how the nervous system is responding to it. This video is for parents who are tired of managing symptoms year after year, frustrated watching your child miss out on outdoor fun, and ready to understand the deeper neurological reason why their child's immune system is stuck in overdrive every spring. Now, this is exactly where Parker's family found themselves. They could tell something was different early on. While other kids ran around outside all spring without a second thought, Parker dealt with constant congestion, a nonstop runny nose, and those seasonal allergies that quietly dictated their entire family's schedule. Outdoor plans, they revolved around symptoms. Simple things, they felt heavy, and every year it came back around. They did what good proactive parents do. They tried the supplements, the natural protocols, the over-the-counter options. Some things helped a little bit, but nothing ever truly solved it. It always felt like there was a missing piece. And instead of accepting that this was just how spring goes, they wanted to understand why his body was reacting so strongly in the first place. What they discovered changed everything, and it had nothing to do with pollen counts, staying indoors, or finding a stronger allergy remedy. Now here's the part that surprises most families. Seasonal allergies affect about 24 million Americans, including roughly 1 in 4 children. That makes allergies one of the most common chronic conditions that kids deal with today, and yet no one stops to ask the most important question. Why can some kids play outside all spring long without any issues at all, while others are stuck sneezing, congested, and struggling to breathe? That question is where the real answers begin. So to understand why seasonal allergies hit some kids so hard, we have to zoom out and look at how the body actually works. Now, the immune system doesn't run on its own. It takes direction from the nervous system. That means how your child responds to pollen has far less to do with what's in the air and far more to do with how their nervous system is interpreting it. So one of the key players here is the vagus nerve. So I want you to think of it like the body's air traffic controller. When the nervous system is calm and well regulated, the vagus nerve helps the immune system to recognize that pollen is actually harmless. No threat, no overreaction, but when the nervous system is stuck in stress mode, that message changes. So instead of "this is safe," the signal becomes "danger," and the immune system responds by releasing histamines. That's when the sneezing, the congestion, the itchy eyes, and all that not so fun inflammation shows up. This connection becomes even more important when you realize that the majority of the immune system, well, that actually lives in the gut. Around 70 to 80% of immune cells, they originate in the gut tissue. And that entire system is regulated by the vagus nerve. So when vagal tone is healthy, the gut barrier does its job and the immune system responds appropriately. But when that nerve is irritated or under constant stress, the gut becomes more permeable. The immune system gets jumpy, and suddenly harmless things like pollen feel like a serious threat. Now, for many kids, this doesn't start in childhood. It starts much earlier. So prenatal stress actually plays a bigger role than most people even realize. When a pregnant mom is under chronic stress, cortisol actually crosses the placenta and affects the baby's developing nervous system. Then comes birth. When we have interventions like C-sections, forceps, or vacuum deliveries, that can place significant stress on the upper portion of the neck and the vagus nerve. And then add in early childhood stress, illness, or sensory overload, and that nervous system can get stuck in a constant state of fight or flight. When the sympathetic nervous system stays in overdrive, the body never truly resets. It's like a computer running too many programs all at once. Eventually, something stops working well. Now, chronic cortisol output weakens immune system resilience and also promotes inflammation. So instead of filtering out harmless stimuli, the immune system starts reacting to everything, including pollen that other kids can just tolerate just fine. This is also why medications often feel like a temporary fix. Antihistamines may quiet the symptoms, but they don't restore balance to the nervous system. Many kids become drowsy, fatigued, foggy, or irritable because these medications are still acting on an already overstimulated nervous system. Now, avoiding the outdoors, staying inside during beautiful spring weather, and constantly managing symptoms may reduce exposure, but it doesn't really address why the body is overreacting in the first place. That's where neurologically focused chiropractic care comes in. So instead of just chasing symptoms, we actually look at how the nervous system is functioning. INSiGHT scans allow us to identify patterns of subluxation and stress that are keeping the body stuck in survival mode. And then we use gentle, very specific adjustments, and they help release that stored tension, they improve vagal tone, and activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of the nervous system that's responsible for rest, repair, and regulation. Now, when the nervous system is better regulated, the immune system no longer feels the need to overreact. Pollen doesn't disappear, but the body's response to it changes. And for many families, that's when spring stops being something to fear and it starts becoming something that their child can finally enjoy. So if your child seems stuck in the same exact cycle every single spring, they're battling congestion, they're missing out on outdoor play and spring sports, and relying on medications that never truly change the bigger picture, it's important to know this isn't a dead end. In many cases, the nervous system is simply caught in a long-standing stress pattern, and patterns like that can change. Neurologically focused chiropractic care doesn't treat or cure seasonal allergies. What it does is support the nervous system in doing what it was designed to do. So by improving regulation and communication between the brain and the gut, the immune system, the body is better equipped to adapt to environmental stressors instead of overreacting to them. For many families, that shift makes all the difference. So if you're ready to stop managing symptoms and start understanding what your child's body actually needs, we'd love to help you. To learn more, you can reach out to our team. You can schedule a visit with our E320 Chiropractic team. Our goal is simple: to help your child feel more regulated, more resilient, and free to enjoy the season the way they were meant to be experienced.